3 minutes left. This is wonderful! 2 for 1. Yes! 3 down! Fantastic work! Outstanding! Change the lead! Phenomenal! Zone A captured.
Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is a special day folks. We bagged ourselves the ultimate crucible weapon after a month of Forsaken being out. The weapon I'm talking about is the beautiful Not Forgotten. Now this thing is special in so many different ways, and surprisingly enough, it's very comparable to the Luna's Howl. It actually feels much better in my opinion though. So for those of you who don't play much Crucible, this season there are 2 pinnacle rewards. The first of which is the Luna's Howl, which is obtainable after completing a lengthy quest and reaching the fabled rank. Off the top of my head, I believe it's 2100 points that you have to get to, and then on the other hand you have the Not Forgotten, which is the ultimate pinnacle reward, because after getting the Luna you need to complete more quest steps, then reach Legend, which is 5450 points. So long story short, it's not easy to get this thing, especially if you don't have a solid squad and you plan on running solo. That may have worked when going for the Luna, but there's probably no chance of getting this thing if you're playing solo. Now let's take a look at this weapon and perks, and then we'll talk a little bit about the differences between this thing and the Luna. So off the bat, it is a 100 RPM with an extended barrel, accurized rounds, Zen moment, which is very clutch on this weapon, and finally Magnificent Howl. Landing 2 quick headshots gives you significant damage on the next shot. Now this of course doesn't last forever, but it lasts about 3 or 4 seconds, which is plenty of time. This thing is OP, and you guys have probably already seen it in action plenty with the Luna's Howl in Crucible. As you guys can see, the Not Forgotten has very nice range, and it's actually masterworked for even more range as well. I personally slapped on a magazine upgrade as the reload is a tad bit slow, and with a fast fire rate you can actually run out of bullets fairly easily mid gunfight if you get sidetracked and don't look at your ammo count too often. It takes the mag count from 10 all the way up to 13, which is a sizable increase, and since you're benefiting from this very often as opposed to the other mods, it's definitely worth it in my opinion. You can also put on target adjuster or even radar tuner, but in my opinion none are as effective as the magazine upgrade. Believe it or not, there is something called too much aim assist, especially on a primary, and the Not Forgotten has more than enough as is. When I first put the weapon on, it felt like I was sticking to people's heads without much effort, meaning the aim assist mod would basically be pretty pointless and not help it out too much. And that's really the biggest difference between the Luna's Howl and the Not Forgotten, the distance at which aim assist makes it easy to land headshots. Not Forgotten can stretch those gunfights to the edges of medium ranges, while the Luna's Howl really just can't do that. More importantly, the Not Forgotten can 3-tap at further distances, and this is important because it allows you to compete and destroy things like pulse rifles and auto rifles. The drawbacks are that the Not Forgotten has less stability and handling. Now to me, neither of these stats matter all that much. Handling can be improved by armor perks, and the stability improves itself due to Zen moment becoming active when you land shots. I honestly didn't really notice the recoil difference between the 2 weapons. It was marginal at best. Now the best way I can put it is that the Luna's Howl is the weapon that a lot of you guys can get, and it's super deadly, but the Not Forgotten is the exotic version of that, and there's not too many people that are going to get it. It has a much higher skill ceiling, but will take longer to get used to as soon as you pick it up for obvious reasons. I assume the Luna's Howl will be available in Season 5 via another path, like the Claymore was available this season via a quest, but I bet the Not Forgotten will not. It'll probably go down as the rarest weapon in the history of Destiny 2, as the amount of players that have this weapon surely has to be less than the Redrix Claymore, and that was acquired by around 8 or 9,000 people in Season 3. Back in the day, I saw people with the Redrix that weren't elite players, but obviously they were above average. But with this weapon right here, the Not Forgotten, I've only seen really good players with it, aside from, you know, those individuals that do account recoveries. I used this weapon for maybe 5 to 6 games and got more footage than I needed. Crucible is now basically set to easy mode. It almost feels like I'm playing Halo's campaign and I select the recruit difficulty. I'm not kidding, like it makes things so much easier for me. Now this is a very special weapon, one that we'll probably never see again once season 4 is gone. I would honestly say that the pain and struggle that you're going to face trying to get this weapon is kind of worth it. If you've gotten the Luna's Howl, I would encourage you to find a solid team and at the very least try getting pretty high up in your rank. With a talented team and a little bit of luck, this gun can be yours as well. Now my favorite part about this weapon is pairing it with a dominant shotgun like the Chaperone. By close range is completely covered by the shotgun, and of course any medium distance is covered by the Not Forgotten. The potential for multi-kills when using this loadout is through the roof, and it's making my time in the Crucible a lot more easy and a lot more fun. That's gonna do it for the video though, guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, a like rating is very much appreciated. Subscribe for more daily Destiny 2 Forsaken content. Have a great day, and I'll see you all later. Peace.